Hello and welcome back. The topic of this video is going to cover a little bit about fluid balance. All right, I'm going to kind of start out by talking about some of the things that can occur when fluids within the body, and when we're talking about fluids, we're really talking about water here with the human body, when things get out of balance. Okay? There are a number of things that can be impacted. Okay? Fluid can be out of balance due to things like vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, so related to the gastrointestinal system. All right? Things can also be related to the circulatory system or perfusion. All right. When things are out of balance related to circulation and perfusion, it can lead to things like shock, an increased heart rate, which is tachycardia, increased blood pressure, decreased blood pressure, depending on the direction that the fluids go, edema or swelling. All right. Fluids being out of balance can also impact acid-base balance in the body. All right. With that acid-base balance being primarily regulated by kidney and respiration. All right. But you can have either acidosis happen, which means the pH drops. You can have alkalosis that happens, which means pH is going to increase. And for either of these, those can be related to something metabolic, which is going to feed into the kidney, or it can be related to respiration. Okay? Because the CO2 balance associated with breathing, that can also throw things off either way. All right? And then finally, fluid being out of balance can impact, all right? So we've got the circulatory system, we've got the GI system, we've got kidney, we've got respiration. We can also impact the brain here, okay? So with the brain, things like cognition, being confused, mood, all right? Sudden mood changes can be associated with this. And one of the more dangerous ones is if it impacts cranial pressure. Because the brain is encased in the skull, there's only so much room there. So if you get swelling in the brain, that can cause irreparable damage there. All right? So that's just kind of a bit of an overview on, what can happen if fluid goes out of whack. All right? So fluid within the body, all right? We've got regulated by homeostasis. So this unit is really going to focus on how having something go out of balance impacts overall homeostasis within the body. In this case, we're talking about fluids, all right? But fluid regulation within the body is dynamic, okay? It's not a static process. You've got fluids that go in, fluids that come out, okay? So what can impact fluid homeostasis? All right. One, how much water you take in, okay? From that water you take in, how much is absorbed, okay? How it gets distributed within the body, and then how it gets excreted, all right? So that can all play a role, all right? So this is just kind of a quick overview. I'm going to go into a little more detail in the next videos. Thank you for your attention.